Welcome everyone to Wednesday Yoga Therapy through HR Wellness. And we are just going to work with the whole body today as an antidote to all the sitting that we do. Exhale, bend the knees and feel the feet. Inhale, arms coming up in the front. And you can look up at your hands if you like. And exhale, coming down. You can look at your feet if you like as you draw the belly in. Inhale, arms in front. And exhale, arms coming down. And just keep those two movements going, trying to keep embodied and mindful as you move. Pausing between inhale and exhale. Pause is an opportunity to do nothing. And the next one, arms coming up. I'm going to bring my feet together. I'm going to go into side bends. Exhale. One arm down, the other one up. And you can even bend that elbow a bit and just see if you get a bit more of a stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, side. If you want, you can add coming up on the toes as you inhale. And this will definitely add a bit more concentration. And then the heels down at the end of the exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, side. And then for your next round, just staying perhaps and going a bit deeper into that stretch, maybe holding opposite elbows. And you can even cross the same foot as the side you're on. So I'm showing your left, so the left foot over the right and going a little bit deeper. Maybe lengthening that top arm. Inhale, center, exhale, other side. You can hold opposite elbows. You can lengthen that top arm. You can have one arm down. Just find your way of doing this shape. Keeping the breath long and smooth. If you can, inhale, center. Exhale, hands to the heart. Perhaps making an intention for this time that you've given yourself. You can cross your hands, cross your arms if you prefer, or Anjali Mudra. Might sound like, may I fill in the blank, or I am fill in the blank. And when you're ready, bringing your feet apart. We're just going to keep with this pendulation side to side. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, coming to one side. This is Utthita Trikonasana, triangle. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. And it said that this pendulating rhythmic movement is very down-regulating for the nervous system. And in yoga and in Buddhism, we work a lot with opposites. So I've been starting to, in this pose, just bring to mind some opposites that I might be working with. So a quality that maybe is not serving me, a quality that is serving me. If you like, you can bring that to mind. So for example, one might be fear, the other might be courage. You might say, I'm letting go of fear and I'm bringing in courage. And last time, just notice how the movement itself might be bringing you into a sense of balance. Exhale, center. We're going to take this a little bit more deeply on the left side. I'm mirroring, so I'm bringing my feet towards the left. Inhale, arms coming up, shoulder height. Exhale, coming towards your left. You can always bend that knee. You can use a chair for support or a table. This top arm, if you've got a shoulder injury, you can bring that arm back. You want to try to align those shoulders, whatever that is for you. So sometimes this is much easier. So that's your exhale, and then inhale up. And this, believe it or not, according to one of our faculty who teaches anatomy physiology, she taught me that this is actually working on core strength a lot, this coming into the shape, in and out of it. So if you do have some lower back pain or anything like that, you might want to bend a knee or add a table or a chair so it's a little less intense. And just working on that one side. And you could work on that one quality if you wanted to as you do that. Exhale to the center. We're going to go to the other side. Inhale, so you might think about that opposite quality that you're trying to bring in. Exhale, going to your triangle, drawing the belly in. Lining those shoulders. Again, that top hand can be back. Inhale, coming up. You could have a block that you bring your hand to, a chair or table. And physically, this is working with the back, the hip, core strength, and helping us get a stretch into the rib cage, which will help our breathing, getting more oxygen. As we just sit and work later, we'll actually, hopefully, get a bit more oxygen with every breath through this stretching. Exhale. Going into the pose, inhale coming up, repeating this around 6 times, depends on you. We'll do one more, depends on your breath pattern. I invite you to use your own breath pattern. And exhale, center. And bring your feet parallel. And just check in for a moment. Bring your hands on your heart. You can bring one hand on the heart, the other on the belly, connecting with these two other brains, these centers of prana or nervous system connection, however you want to view that. Just feeling the belly and the heart tuning into the body, the breath. the mind. Just feeling the breath move the body. Watching the thoughts slow down. Possibly feeling the energetics from the practice. We're going to move into a forward bend as a counter physically and otherwise. Inhale, arms to the sides. And exhale, we're going to come forward. I'm going to make a ha sound. With the mouth open. Inhale, coming up. Next time, we're going to add a humming sound if you like. Just notice as you do this, it's called Brahmari in Sanskrit. It's the sound of the bee, how the breath lengthens. If you have any heart disease or eye problems, just coming halfway down, you can bring your hands to a chair or a table. And one more time. Staying in this forward bend, again, if it's too much for your blood pressure or for your eyes, you can come halfway up or keep the head up is another technique. Otherwise, you can do this semi-inversion, head lower than the heart. It's just a great resource of relaxation. So if you're ever feeling anxious or unsettled, you can just do a forward bend and see whether just physiologically you can change your mind state. Try to lengthen the exhale if you can. The knees can be bent, the belly on the thighs to protect the lower back. And when you're ready, coming up. And just take a moment in Samastiti, even standing pose. Perhaps think of a word that is very neutral, unbiased, neither of these opposites. Might be a word like peace or joy or just presence, something even more neutral. In yoga, we want to get to this place of equanimity beyond the opposites by tuning in to our deepest self. It can be helpful to say something like inhale, am, exhale, peace. Or inhale here, exhale now. Just practicing being present. We'll move to the next asana, the next posture. And the asana, the word asana comes from asa. It means actually presence. It means to be in a posture that allows you to be present to the now. Inhale, arms coming up to the sides. We're going to add some rotation now. Exhale, twisting to your left. So we're going to start really simply and then take it up a notch. Inhale, center. Shoulder blades may be coming together. Exhale from the pelvic floor all the way up to the belly button as you twist to the other side. Your hips stay in front or they can twist a little bit, but just be careful of the knees. Inhale, center, exhale, other side. Do this in your own timing. And this is another one from research that there seems to be a link between thoracic mobilization and decreasing pain and stress levels. So this is another resource that you can bring in to your daily life when you're feeling stressed in your body or mind, and often they're connected. Just get your upper back moving. But rhythmically, mindfully. Okay, we're going to take it up a notch now. If this works for your body today, we're going to go a little bit more to the side, aligning those shoulders, drawing the belly in. It's called parivriti in Sanskrit. It means to twist. Inhale, center. We're twisting our triangle now. Exhale, other side, trikonasana, triangle, parivriti. Rotation, twist. This is starting as a modification. This is more upper back. And you might stay with this. You might bend the knee, take a little bit further. Try to exhale from the belly button, from the pelvic floor up, like you're zipping a pair of pants up. Now, if you like, you can take it further down. This is going to take it into the lower back, so be careful. This might be too much for your body. You can bend the knee, you can leave the legs straight. You can also do the twist with your hand in a different place rather than to the leg. Inhale, center, exhale, twisting again to the knee or below the knee. That upper arm might be long now. It might be the hand on the lower back. Inhale, center. You're trying to align those shoulders. Exhale, side. So again, you could do it with the hand on the floor in the middle. And you can definitely do this with your hand at a chair in front of you or with a block. So I'm just showing some variations. Your head, you don't have to look up. That can be a lot on the neck. I'm going to show the classical pose now if this is accessible. It's the full triangle, Trikonasana Parivriti. This is great for letting go of mind, body tensions. It's great for the GI tract. Gets things moving. And it's said to work with the energy of samana, which is all about balance, right at the belly button. So this pendulum movement at the belly button. We're bringing that into our whole body. Very, very soothing for the nervous system. The GI tract. Just finishing the last one. Inhale, center. And exhale, release. And just notice how you feel. Hopefully your lower back is okay. That can be a little bit hard if you've got SI joint issues, so you might want to skip the lower back part. And just noticing how you're feeling. Feel your feet. You might feel a change in the weight of your feet. Maybe you can feel both feet evenly now. Maybe before you could just feel one. I always feel this enlivening of my legs and my whole body at about this point in the practice. We're going to do our counter pose, and we're going to do a land acknowledgement. Inhale, arms at the side, drawing those shoulder blades together. Exhale, I want you to visualize a big tree in front of you. I visualize a big cedar with big roots, and give that tree a hug. And just acknowledging the territory that you are standing on today. I acknowledge that I am on lands of the seashell peoples. in a place called Sexwamen, sacred winter territory of the Seashell peoples, where they did many winter ceremonies. So you can think about any of those things applicable to the land you're on and pay reverence. Perhaps visualizing a tree that you're hugging, connecting to that land. This is also physically very balancing for the hips. It can be used when there's hip pain, just to help relieve that by balancing the hips. First learned this from a physiotherapist as a technique for the hips. I found it very helpful. Many layers that we're working on all at once, from the mind to the body to the breath to our connection to all that is. And just finishing up and noticing how you feel. Maybe one hand at the heart, the other at the belly. Notice where your breath is in your body. Are you breathing in your chest or more with diaphragmatic breath, expanding the belly? And just noticing and observing the change. Connecting with that hub of awareness, as Dan Siegel calls it. All right, so with the change in weather this week, I've been doing more back arches because we're all getting a little damp. So we're going to end the class with something a little enlivening now that you've gotten all relaxed. So coming to the back of your mat or your space and bringing your left foot forward and your right foot turned out. And we're going to do a little bit of power posing, which Kathy Cuddy talks about in some research. Inhale, you're going to make fists and you're going to draw your elbows back. And as you exhale, you're going to press away. Now you can do this at a wall for a bit more of an increased effect if you've got a wall available, or without the wall. Now this one's particularly good when working with boundaries. So if you've been feeling a little bit like someone has been pressing your boundaries a bit, you can bring to mind right now, what do you want to say yes to? Inhale, so I'm saying yes to, pick a word. And what do you want to say no to? And it might be a situation, a person. You might just visualize it non-verbally, or it might be a word. Inhale, arching the back, exhale, pressing away. We're going to switch sides. So this power posing from Kathy Cuddy's research has been shown to just make us feel more powerful, braver, more courageous, more able to handle what is on our plates. Inhale, bending that front knee, drawing the arms back with fists. Shoulder blades drawing together. Exhale, pressing away, straightening that front leg. And again, you could do this with a wall to increase the effect. Inhale, what do you want to draw in? What do you want to say yes to? And exhale, what do you want to say no to? Might be something different on this side. Just let it evolve. Don't overthink it. See what comes. And just finishing up. And stepping back if you can. We're just going to finish up with a forward bend. Inhale, arms coming up. I'm going to chant Om as I exhale. You can join or just exhale. Inhale, coming up. Next one, Shantihi. This means peace. Shanti. Inhale, coming up. Shantish, Shantihi. Shantish, Shantihi. Last one. Shantish, Shantish, Shantihi. Peace 3 times. Shantish, Shantish, Shantihi. Inhale, coming up. Hands at the heart. Inhale. Peace. Peace. Namaste. Namaskaram. I pay reverence to that in you, which is the same as that in me, the same as that in all.